Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sarah and Xander from Days of Our Lives just never seem to be able to get it right, no matter how many times they're thrown together. As an example, this past Wednesday, just as Xander and Sarah were beginning to talk about their custody dispute as cool, collected adults, Eric walked in and completely destroyed everything, even though he interrupted to tell her that Xander was being unkind, as Sloane had suggested. Sarah was on the verge of making a positive change for the better for once. Even while it now appears highly unlikely that they will ever get their act together enough to work, Days of Our Lives has just demonstrated why they most definitely should. It all boils down to chemistry in the end, and Paul Telford and Lindsay Godfrey have enough of it. And when their playful sides are allowed to show, that's when their characters truly gel. That was never clearer than when the two characters competed in Beat the Hourglass, a Days of Our Lives mini-game show. Godfrey was first tested by Telfer on all things Sarah, and it's safe to say that she did very well. How would you, though? Before you watch the movie, answer the questions below to see how easily Godfrey completed the task. Who was it that Sarah fell in love with when she came back to Salem in 2018? In what way is Sarah linked to Will Horton? What is Sarah's Xander nickname? Sarah was stuffed into a trunk by who? With whom did Rex deceive her? How much does the Horton sofa cost? Okay, that was a surprise. Who is the biological father of Sarah? Who used medications to jumble Sarah's brain? Who persuaded Xander to swap Sarah's child? What is the butler's name at Kyriakis? Yes, Godfrey received a perfect score of 10 out of 10. In addition to defeating the Hourglass, would Telfer be able to too? Alert for spoilers, no. However, they gave it a serious run. Examine his questions below. Then read the responses to see how well he performed. Which ones do you suppose he overlooked? When did Xander arrive in Salem? What did he work when he first came? In what way is Justin linked to Xander? What color are the Brady Pub stools? In Salem, who was Xander's first romantic interest? Who carried out the remainder of Xander and Sarah's wedding? In 2018, Xander shot whose bride? In 2019, which youngster was abducted by him? Whose infant did he swap? Who was it who used the Sarah disguise to deceive Xander? And yeah, even though Telfer lost to Godfrey, he joked, "I let her win," on his Instagram stories. She becomes aggressive if not. Naturally, the same feeling was expressed in abundance in the comments section of both Instagram posts. These two are adorable together. Thus, it is imperative that Xander and Sarah are reunited as soon as possible, because few instances of this kind of chemistry arise. Thus, despite the fact that Sarah is currently at odds, better things are hopefully on the horizon. They have their daughter, and after Alex is exposed as Victor's pretender to the throne, Xander will get an enormous windfall. This quiz game is just one more thing that reassures us that their future may actually be extremely bright, despite how dire things may appear right now. Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of Monday, November 13 through Friday, November 17 are available. Rafe confronts Leo about Dimitri's whereabouts while Nicole goes into labor. Melinda develops a connection with a dubious person. Sarah accuses Xander, and Theresa receives a directive. Nicole's infant is prepared to make a dramatic debut. And believe us when we tell you that what comes next will alter your life forever. The concerned E.G. looks everywhere for his newly disappeared new bride in the meantime. Rafe takes Jada to the hospital right away after she is hurt. Sloane is about to spill the beans to Eric, and she does intend to tell the truth. Melinda, though, is prepared to go to any lengths to stop it from occurring. Spoilers for Tuesday, November 14, on Days of Our Lives. Rafe is curious about Dimitri's precise whereabouts and believes he knows someone who may provide it to him. Leo. Eric and Nicole's shared worry for the infant binds them closer. Tate gets the opportunity to support his crush, while Holly is preoccupied with worries about her mother. Sloane discovers what transpired. What will she do next? Spoilers for Wednesday, November 15, on Days of Our Lives. If you've heard this before, stop us now. Melinda ends up conducting business with a dubious person. As a result of being mainly out of their control, EJ and Nicole are becoming more and more anxious. And it's Johnny, not Tate, who is at Holly's side when she goes to the hospital. Leo is told by Dimitri to pack up and leave town while the getting is good. Spoilers for Thursday, November 16, on Days of Our Lives. Theresa knows exactly what Konstantin wants her to do next. This seems like a fascinating character crossover, though. Everett is about to cross paths with Alex, Stephanie's other ex. Steve gives Konstantin a warning as he and John discuss flying to Greece to look for answers. Spoilers for Friday, November 17, on Days of Our Lives. Sarah even goes so far as to accuse Xander of nefarious play because she believes he is in serious trouble. Will Gwen be unable to refuse Chad's proposition when he makes it? Theresa, meantime, can't help but feel a little nervous about trying to assist Konstantin. Brady also starts to question if Alex would be interested in pursuing Theresa. Updates and teasers for Days of Our Lives hint at Leo Stark will use Sloane Peterson Brady as a scapegoat by claiming that fate requires it of him. He tells Sloane that she needs to get his and Dimitri von Leischner's criminal case thrown out of court, but what he actually needs is her legal knowledge. After Dimitri and his mother staged a prank during Stefan de Mera and Gabby Hernandez's wedding, Leo finds himself in a very dangerous situation. After Megan de Mera managed to escape with the help of Dr. Wilhelm Rolf and his submarine, things took a turn for the worst. After learning of Leo and Dimitri's affair and his miraculous masculinity, Gwen Rizchek von Leischner fled the town and is probably going to file for annulment. That implies that unless they haven't found a loophole that would permit it after a specific amount of time following a formal marriage, Dimitri won't even receive the remainder of his fortune. By chance, the first check they received was from the gay barrister who handled the paperwork. After stealing Kristen de Mera's gun and threatening Stefan and Gabby with it, Dimitri was shot and taken into custody. After Vivian Alamain shot him from behind to protect her son Stefan, Dimitri was able to get to the hospital, and Leo then devised a plan. After briefly hiding in a budget hotel, he forced him out of the hospital room, and they fled together while wearing disguises, getting ready to flee town. On their way out of town, Nicole Walker de Mera, who was extremely pregnant and gave birth to Leo's baby, crossed their paths by chance. After Melinda Trask brought the infant to Sloane and bribed a shady doctor to declare Nicole's kid dead, Dimitri took the boy to the hospital. The former deputy district attorney's cooperation in the adoption scam is commendable, but she is unable to have Dimitri and Leo's charges reduced. Leo blackmails Sloane since Melinda practices adoption law rather than criminal law, and if she is unable to get the charges dropped, Leo will sing like a canary. To make matters more complicated, E.J. de Mera, the new district attorney, believes he is the child's father. He gave birth, and Dimitri brought him to the hospital. Leo and Dimitri are fully aware of the circumstances, including the specifics that Eric Brady is the baby's father and not E.J. Sloane will reveal the entire reprehensible tale, including accusing Trask of fraud, if they are unable to have their charges reduced, which requires them to go to EJ. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.